Brand spanking new, hot off the press, fresh off the line. Our content is always like that, newer and more improved each day. But what about cryptocurrencies? Ones that the markets haven't caught onto yet. Here at our home base, like Ricky Bobby, we feel if you ain't first, you're last. So are you ready to get your new favorite coins and crypto channel? Because it's time for Chico Crypto. Alchemy, the medieval forerunner of chemistry, based on the supposed transformation of matter. It concerns particularly attempts to convert base metals into gold. Alchemists are always in search of the philosopher's stone, the tincture, the one true powder, and today we bring it to you. With the Alchemist Coin, their Twitter profile reads, "Its one true mission is to find the Philosopher's Stone and use it to explore the galaxy." Okay, so what does this do, Chico? Well, as we can see from the pinned tweet, mint the first Crucible. It's an NFT called a Universal Vault, and it allows for locking LP tokens on multiple liquidity reward programs simultaneously. Yeah, this is another bad frickin' booty NFT project getting deeply integrated with Decentralized Finance, and this one is brand spanking new, just released, so tell us more. Well, Alchemist Coin is creating the next generation staking contracts with NFTs. Instead of staking with smart contracts, you stake with an NFT. Liquidity pool tokens, for example from Uniswap, with half Alchemist Coin and half Ethereum, can be converted into their NFT Crucible, aka a Universal Vault. You can then take this NFT and potentially use it across other liquidity reward programs at the same time. Also from the Alchemist Coin's pinned tweet, they say which ones. Of course, their initial LP pool is built with Uniswap. So you could earn LP rewards with Uniswap, but then also earn rewards from SushiSwap, Ampleforth, and their own Aludel programs concurrently. I wonder why Ampleforth? Well, the pinned tweet also says the smart contracts for this are based on their upcoming Geyser V2 contracts. So I'm sure some of you are like, why haven't you shown us a website or a UI? Is this even live or is it just an idea? Well, one of the developers, Stefan, the Ghost Step on Twitter, which we'll get into in a second, tweeted this back in the middle of February, that the transmuter was deployed. And then scrolling down, they said, there's no UI for this yet, but you can use the CLI from the GitHub repo. Welcome to the Alchemist training program. So the code, it's there, it's live, it's ready, but there isn't a UI yet. But let me tell you it's coming, and it looks cleaner than a bumsicle. February 25th, a James William on Twitter said, designs for the new Alchemist homepage are looking fantastic, with a leak of that homepage. And then a week before this, an Ethan on Twitter posted about some designs for the liquidity mining as well, Slick Rick 2. Then just 3 days ago, the 5th, a developer for it posted this in their Discord, a picture of the front end UI and the words, "I'll be pushing the updates over the weekend, so it's live." One day after this, the coin's Twitter posted this, wallet integration. Which wallets would you prefer for Crucible minting? And then back to the Discord, wallet integration with the likes of MetaMask is getting moving with a picture posted of how it looks on the UI. Public UI deployment is coming, unleashing the NFT crucibles from just those who are technical to the world of non-technical DeFi users. So I'm sure some of you are looking for Alchemist Coin on Coingecko or another crypto metrics website. Well, you're not going to find it. This is brand spanking new, and it's not listed. But this is a good thing. Why? Well, the Coingecko listing will be just another boost this month. It gives the project the opportunity to draw in millions of eyes that visit that website by being the hot and trending new NFT coin. So when could that Coingecko listing be arriving? Well, March 4th, this was posted in their Discord. FYI all, Coingecko got back to us and are waiting on a website. So hopefully once the front end is up, we can move on with the CG application. And then below, another person said, yes, when the front is ready, it will be fast. In fact, our application has been processed, but it is paused for now. So the website goes live, Uniswap-esque UI for a new form of NFTs, and then Coingecko right after, the 1-2 punch. But could there be a knockout with the Alchemist Coin? Well, who is exactly behind the project? Going to their website, alchemist.wtf, it takes you straight to their GitHub, which contains everything about the project so far, including the mainnet contract addresses for each piece, ERC20 token, Crucible, Crucible Factory, and more. But at the top, who's the last person that worked on this? It was the Ghost Step. And who is this? Well, as we can see from this Twitter, that it has the same picture, and it's a Stefan. The Twitter is owned by Stefan Goslin, experienced Ethereum researcher and developer, giving multiple talks at DevCon. He's a protocol architect for Numer AI, helping design their Erasure Ethereum data and staking platform. Going to his GitHub activity, he is very active, of course slamming away on Alchemist, but also governance with Snapshot, working with some Ample4 stuff, and even Flashbots. Yes, the Ghost Step is the creator of the Flashbots research and development organization, attempting to solve the MEV miner extractable value crisis hitting Ethereum. Going to the Ether research post on this MEV from the Ghost Step, it's a very deep and thorough introductory presentation done in November of 2020. But look who is thanked at the bottom. It says, "We exist thanks to the continued support of the members of the MEV Pirate Ship and Paradigm," and a specific person below that, Charlie Noyes. Paradigm as in the venture capital firm led by Matthew Huang and Coinbase co-founder Fred Ersam. Charlie Noyes is one of their lead researchers. And who is the last person Mr. Noyes retweeted on his Twitter? None other than at the Ghost Step, Stefan. So is Charlie an alchemist? Well, he hasn't publicly stated it yet, but he is close to Stefan. Chico can only speculate, but Charlie's last research paper was posted February 5th, titled MEV and Me, and in it he specifically mentions Flashbots as a solution to mitigate MEV. What was his research paper just before this? Well, it was titled none other than Uniswap's Financial Alchemy. His paper dives into Uniswap liquidity pools and their fee alchemy. Remember what Alchemist Coin does. It takes Uniswap LP tokens and transforms them into Crucible NFTs, putting the DeFi into NFTs, and it has possible connections to big names in the venture crypto space. But don't worry, I'm not forgetting about the other big DeFi NFT name, NFY, non-fungible Yearn. It had a rightful cooldown after a huge hype surge, but this project is one I'm holding on to. Why? Well, their NFTs for transferable yield-bearing stakes is pretty far along. They've had it live, the staking and unstaking, for some time, transforming them into NFTs, and they've had a DEX build for the trading of those NFTs live for the same amount of time. They're ready to move to more LP tokens besides just ETH and NFY. And like I showed last week, March is big for these guys too. Governance is coming real soon, and right after that is the project integration contract. But on Twitter, there were some Telegram and Discord leaks. According to a connected member, there are some tentative executions coming, including a partnership with Rary Capital, that is. Rary is ranked pretty high, number 212 on Coingecko, and an over $140 million market cap. And it would make sense this partnership, as going to Rary's website, they are about yield, built on top of the industry's biggest products, and are more than just a yield aggregator. Could that more be integrating yield-bearing NFT assets? Highly possible. Cheers, I'll see you next time.